Hi everyone and welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to be testing out some really cheap and affordable pastel pencils for you. I was kindly sent these pastel pencils from a company called Dryad Education and the pastel pencils are called the Spectrum Artist Pastel Pencils, and they kindly sent me them so that I could review them. So they sent me the 24 set, which is actually only $25.99 for the set, which is absolutely amazing, such an affordable price, and you can also get a 12 set which is $14.99. And that's just such an amazing price for pastel pencils. Normally pastel pencils are so expensive, so these are perfect if you just want to test them out and you're not sure if you're actually gonna get on with this medium. The description on their website for these pastel pencils is, these artist quality woodless pastel pencils have great blending qualities and a smooth laydown of colour. Blend and build shades in layers using tortillons, I'm assuming, stumps or your fingers. Sharpen using a metal sharpener for best results or use a sharp blade. Used on a range of papers, sugar paper or pastel mat for vibrant detailed artworks. Fix using low odour spray fixative. So yeah, they just sound like pretty well-rounded basic pastel pencils, so let's get into the review. This sets have a lot of very bright vibrant colours in them, so I decided to draw a bright coloured bird to make use of the bright colours. These pastel pencils are also woodless, which means there's more pastel and less waste, which is great, especially for the price. Initially looking at the set, the colours look lovely, however I would have preferred if there were more neutrals and browns, since not having those colours limits what you can do with them, unless you're willing to try like mixing the colours together to mix your own colours, which isn't something I really want to do when using pastel pencils. I mean, I do it sometimes, but not for like every single colour, like all the browns and stuff. I don't want to be mixing every single colour, it's just a waste of time. But these pastels do lay down very smoothly and they're very soft, which means that they blend really easily, which is fab. They did send me a couple of paper samples to use with the pastels, but they were very smooth papers, which isn't my preferred paper type to use with pastels. So I ended up testing them out with Clairefontaine Pastel Mat, which is the paper that I use. It's like a thick textured paper, and I always use this when working with any type of pastels. I'll link the paper that I use in the description below so you can check it out if you think that would be something you'd like. I did find that these pastels weren't the best for small details because they're so soft, they just sort of blend together and don't create more harsh lines, if that makes sense. So these pastels, I'd say, are better for softer, less detailed work. You can get some level of detail with these, but just not quite as much as I would like. Due to the small colour range, I did struggle with parts of this drawing because there weren't really any dark colours except from the black, but I didn't want to add black to every slightly darker area because it would just end up looking quite muddy and dull. The green section of the bird is the part that I struggled with the most, since the greens were very light and bright, so I couldn't create any contrast by adding darker greens or anything, so the drawing definitely doesn't look as realistic as I'd like it to be. Despite the small colour range, I would highly recommend these pastel pencils for anyone wanting to try out pastel pencils but don't want to pay the high prices of other brands. In case you don't like them as a medium, you don't want to obviously waste your money. They're good quality for the price and they aren't scratchy at all, which is what you often get with cheaper pencils and stuff, but these aren't scratchy at all. They're very, very smooth and nice to work with. Unfortunately, these pastels don't have a light fast rating, so I wouldn't use these for any professional artwork or any work that I'm potentially going to sell. So these pastels should only really be used for experimenting with or on artwork that you won't be selling the original piece. A light fast rating is basically how long the pastels will last when being exposed to sunlight, so given that these don't have a light fast rating at all, I'd assume they would probably fade very quickly if the artwork was up on display, which is fine considering these pastels are such a great price, you can't really expect too much from them. Overall, I am very impressed with this set and I will recommend them to any beginner artist wanting to try out pastels for the first time but don't want to spend much money on them. I'll link them in the description below so you can check them out if you're interested. That is all for this video. Please give the video a like if you found this video helpful and subscribe if you want to see more from me. I do upload all sorts of art related videos, including art reviews, art tutorials, including like real-time tutorials, sped up tutorials, anything like that, just a mixture, art studio vlogs and more. Thank you so much for watching and I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye for now.